Valeu, galera. Abraço. Woo!
Translation, I'm thinking, is he loves his friends and family. Am I close? Yeah. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is the official results on the screen. Jared Houston and Omri Laverne advancing on. Once again, thank you for coming in, Magno. Now coming into the hot seat, always on time, always dependable, somebody I can always count on. The South African Mark McCarthy. How are you feeling, bro? Yeah.
A big exciting day ahead of us. We've already seen some good heats go down. I was at home before watching. Was able to watch Ben's heat. Just a great, great show of just not giving up there with Ben. He had a couple bad waves, and eventually he got rewarded with a great wave and went all out. And I was surprised he never got a 10.
And you know what? That is exactly what Magno Paso said. He's like, I would have given that a 10. And I'm sure a bunch of the viewers would agree because he had it all on that wave.
Yeah, no, there's nothing more than he could possibly do. Reverse there. And yeah, we see the winner of the last heat, Jared Houston. He'll be stoked. I know he had a couple of nerves this morning. Just had a little chat, and I said, just don't worry, mate. You've trained hard for this event. He knows he needs a good result here, and look how happy he is. And now he gets to get an interview with his girlfriend.
Yeah, so again, this is a there he is, Natasha, his lovely lady who is doing the interviews and is doing an awesome job. So they get to she gets to interview her boyfriend. I wonder how that's going to be.
Awesome stuff. And
but look at Amari, always technical, always talking about what just went down in his heat. But he, along with Jared Houston, go on to round number 3, which will go down tomorrow.
And
out of the water, nice.
Eda Luciani. Is it Eda?
That is Eder Luciano in the yellow jersey.
He's started off straight off the bat. He's
Dallas Singer
in the pit. First battle we've seen all morning. Dallas coming off a big injury, which happened in Santiago, and
nice.
He's training strong, getting strong, and proving that he's back on tour.
Look at that. Straight off the bat, finding some shade from the Sintra sun in that long barrel and coming off with, finishing off with a nice roll on the inside.
Wow, that's going to be interesting scores, both there for Eder Luciano, who currently, he did come second year last year with Uri Valadao, so he'll be hoping to get one better and taking down the trophy this year. But not if Dallas has anything to say with it.
That was insane. And I love these wide shots that you can see the entire beach and see exactly what's going on. But these tie shots right here, perfect to explain the maneuvers that are going down. Nice move right there from Eder Luciano.
Yeah. A good thing I like to see about Eder, he doesn't really use, I've seen a lot of Brazilians, and the Brazilians in the past, they use a lot of their legs to help rotation. And we see Eder, he's changed it up. He's once landed in the middle of his board, showing that he's got more control, more... he's just a better way to ARS. And we see the replay of Dallas. Hits that inside bank on the outside there. Or the outside bank, actually.
Oh.
Bit of tunnel vision. Coming in, get out of that thing, and then eyes out that end section for an executing roll. Good work, Dallas.
That was insane. I mean, Dallas has the skills, obviously, to be able to maneuver through any types of barrels. And there, right there, was a textbook barrel ride from Dallas Singer, and the judges loved it.
Judges gave him a 6.63. As you can see, Dave Winch is the current ranking champion.
Wow.
Going
now
for
living
a roll,
in France.
Up and over.
Oh,
this man is hungry.
He's not done yet. But you know what? You're going to see that from Winnie nowadays, because he's going to be competing against guys who are going to put everything, squeeze everything out of a wave, and he knows that. Let's take another look at Winnie's wave.
He has a replay, a very complete wave for Winnie. You see the nice bottom turn. Gets that first outside, most important outside move. Clean roll off the rail. Spin under the barrel. And just ends up end ball here for another little roll. Oh, he does a little ARS.
Yes.
Wow. And see how he's always got his elbow down on the board, which is just showing how much control he's got. Never shifting his hand up and down. Just, wow, that was a really good way for Dave Winchester to start back, especially after Dallas Singer and Eder Luciano opened up with some average scores there. I would expecting Dave's to be probably the best wave of the heat so far. Just waiting for those last waves to drop.
All right, Mark, check it out. We do have the winner of the last heat along with his girlfriend. I mean, Natasha. Natasha, where are you at?
And here we are with, if I get a little bit red, it's normal because of the proximity, but let's be professional and objective. Here is Jared Houston from South Africa. They just got a first place on his heat, and even the conditions were and are pretty rough. I think he found the waves, and let's give the mic to him.
Yeah, it's always hard out here to multiple peak beach break, but it was just seeing like the waves came to me, and I kind of felt like I surfed like myself, and that was my goal going into the heat. So I'm happy with the win and through to round 3, and let's go for the next one.
So you feel confident in the competition. You have had a pretty good year compared to last year. So you think that we can see you maybe in the really top this year?
I'm not sure. I've actually felt I've had a bad year in competition, but let's see. Like, this is the halfway mark of the year, and I think I can turn it around starting with this event. So that's my goal.
And the good support from people that love you, like people that it's back home and stuff. It's important.
It's super important. Look at her fishing for compliments. My girlfriend supports me all the time, and my family and all my friends at home. So, yeah, just a big thanks to you guys, and of course, thanks to my sponsors. And if you can see, I've actually got a new sponsor. So, a big shout out to Freedom Fins. Happy to join the team, and yeah.
I guess you must have an incredible girlfriend that supports you a lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
I do.
So, let's say that we wish you the best. Keep strong, keep focused. And we hope to see him in the next rounds. And let's go back to you, Manny.
Wow, was she blushing?
Yeah, Jared didn't even get a kiss or nothing.
I think that's at the end of the day, at the end of the event. But yeah, congratulations to Jared Houston for pulling off a win in that heat. He and along with Amerigo to round number 3. Look at this. Dave Winchester coming around that section, but not much there.
Well, while the interview was going down, there's some strong rides, both from Dallasing and Eddie Luciani. Just waiting for the score to drop, and we'll give you a situation update. Edo did get a 7.08 in the last invert, and jumps into first place. Winnie got a 5.7 for his combo of moves. Puts him to second, and Dallas went for scores for him to drop. So I think situation will change again. And we're still yet to see Rui Pereira get off the board.
Rui Pereira, the wild card here from Portugal, in that fourth slot against these other guys, Dave Winchester in red, Dallas Singer in white, Eder Luciano in yellow. So the conditions, talk to me.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot more texture on the ocean today with, I don't know what, I think this is a northeasterly wind blowing, which comes across from obviously northeast and blowing across the beach. It's a bit stronger today than yesterday, but it seems like I think it's going to be glassing off today. So we should have some epic conditions a little bit later, but still nothing to complain about. We're here in Europe in summer, and we've got a bit of waves. So I think everyone's got a bit of a smile on their face, and just glad that we could not be groveling too much, but actually riding waves. So not too bad this morning.
What would you rather have, big and windy or small and glassy?
Big and windy for sure. Yeah, I'd rather have the waves to do the work than grovel all the way down to the beach. But yeah, that's we always expect this. We never expect epic waves when coming down to Sintra, but that's one of those things. It's a different aspect of the sport. And yeah, as Dave Winchester, he's eyeing out this end ball. He's getting a lot of speed. This is what boom, up and over for a little invert. Got a bit stuck in the white water there. He's going to try push through. No, he just
very uncharacteristic.
He's coming. No, he's not. He gave up and obviously wasn't too happy on that invert. He got a little bit stuck and decided to pull the pin on that one.
30-minute heats. Round number 1 are 30-minute heats. Is that a lot of time when you're out there, or is that too much time?
It just all depends. I think for Eder Luciani, it's a lot of time right now because he's already got 2 scores. But yeah, 30 minutes is definitely a fair go at it. Especially with a beach break like this, it seems like it's quite long because there are a lot of waves, a lot of bumps, and you can catch 10 waves in the first 10 minutes if you want to, but you've got to be selective today. I think just because there's so many waves, you want to get the sets and you want to get the better looking waves. And here's the man, Manuel Centeno. Everyone knows him. He's a ISA world champion. I'm sure he's won it a few times. He's a fierce competitor. And he'll be wanting to represent for Portugal out here, big time.
Yeah, I saw a few names back in the day when I was back in the mix. Manuel Centeno was one of those guys from Portugal to hit the international stage, you know, with the hammer. And it was good to see him come out and, you know,
Yeah, he's
do his thing.
Manuel Centeno is just a contest machine. He's broken so many dreams, crushed them. Especially at the ISA games, I know the South African team came back 1 year and said, wow, this Manuel Centeno guy, he'd catch one wave and then just block you for the rest of the heat. And it's the tactic that he's mastered and pulls it off pretty well. But now with the priority system, he's going to have to change it up again. But he can box with the big dogs and he can pull off all the moves too. So it's cool.
I like that. Box with the big dogs. Out in the water right now. Heat number 4 in round number 1 of the showdown format here at the IBA. 5th stop on the Grand Slam Series, the SINTRA Portugal Pro 2012. Manny V here with Mark McCarthy from South Africa. Mark, you got heat coming up with Magno.
Yeah, Magno, my long-lost brother from Brazil. We've
number
traveled
8.
and experienced a lot of things together. He's a legend.
Oh, out the
up and
back.
over. That is Rui Pereira getting his campaign off to a start. Not the biggest of waves, but a nice clean ARS nonetheless. So we'll just wait for him to drop. And here's Winnie up again. This is a nice looking wave. It's sucking up. He's going to go up and over and big extended roll. Good wave for Dave Winchester. Just wants to get his second score on the board. And I think he's going to have to step it up a bit if he wants to catch Dallas or Edo. That's currently sitting in first and second.
Do you think that was a conservative move, or was he just going with the flow of the wave? Look at this. Wait a second.
Dallas up and over. This guy wasn't injured. What's he talking about? He's pushing through the studs. Unfortunately not making it. So that's another little good wave for Dallas Singh. I'm sure it's going to replace his 4.55, which is his current second highest scoring wave. And his top scoring wave at the moment is a 6.63. So Dallas Singh are looking sweet in second place. Edo Luciano in first. Dave Winchester in third. Still waiting for loss of Dave Winchester's drop. And Rui Pereira.
Here's another look at Dave Winchester's wave.
Dave Winchester, I think he was eyeing out for a lot more. He wants to go up. He wanted to probably go for invert and then just kept rotating into a nice clean roll. And there's nothing you can complain about that. That was a good wave and a good roll for Winnie. So like a good clean roll is almost better than a forced ARS or backflip or whatever, you know. So it'll be above average score for Dave. And here's a replay of Dallas's.
Dallas comes around the section. Nice, clean line. One of those riders that draws nice, clean bottom turns. And a nice ARS right there. And goes for the bottom turn, but not much speed and not much force behind that section where he tried to do a roll at the very end. But that first ARS maneuver was very, very clean.
So Dave did get a 5.55 for that last heat. He needed a 5.49, so it does seem that he'll move back into second place. And Dallas will be knocked down. But we still have scores dropping down for Dallas's last wave. And that might change the situation again.
The sunbathers. How many sunbathers are there going to be today?
Today is going to be mental. Yeah, I see Dallas just bumped down to second and then third, then jumped back up to second. Went down to third, jumped back onto second actually. And Ruri did... he got a 5 for the last ARS of his. He's still looking for a 6.25, currently in 4th place.
16 minutes is a lot of time. We're at the halfway point in this 30-minute heat. And it's like I mentioned it before. It's like a whole new heat. You have plenty of time, and you just refocus and concentrate on getting higher scores than what you already have. But, man, how do you improve on a 7.08 from Eder Luciano?
Yeah, he's looking at hopefully keeping that score and replacing that with a 5.63 that is currently his second highest score. But the most important thing about this round is making sure that you get first or second, because it doesn't really matter, because they do a whole new reseeding for round number 3. So getting first, second is key. You don't want to have to surf again, because if you have to surf again today, it's going to be elimination. Oh. And we would be saying goodbye to a quarter of the field today.
That's right. And you know what? We're not gonna say goodbye, but we will say we'll be right back.
We'll say we'll see you later.
Welcome back once again, everybody. The 2012 Sintra Portugal Pro, bringing you the live feed. Manny V and Mark McCarthy in the hot seat. As you can see, the next heat riders are getting ready. Jeff Hubbard in the red jersey. In white, David Hubbard. In the yellow jersey, Roberto Bruno. And in black, Manuel Centeno.
Wow,
Don't go away, people. The big names are coming out to play.
So stoked. I'm glad that I can be commentating that heat. That's going to be amazing heat to watch. Dave and Jeff, they spent the last month in Mexico because they were meant to go there for the comp, and then they decided, oh, I got these tickets. I might as well just go there and have a bit of a holiday.
Yeah.
Get some barrels, get some pits,
Some airs,
and that's what they've been doing for the last month.
Some of the photos coming out on Facebook, and all these photos that come out on Facebook, pretty much they're done for not making it into. They're not going to make it in the bag because they're already exposed. But man, incredible what these guys were doing down there.
Incredible stuff. I know Jared Houston was down there, and they've been filming a lot with Richard Lawney. He went there, I think, for that whole month, and now he's looking at staying until the Mexico event. So he's going to be there for another month and a bit.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be going to the next Grand Slam will be in Mexico. Thanks for everyone that supported it, and we still got the support line happening. Go to IBA World Tour, click on the link, and yeah, thanks for the support.
That's right. You can still pick up your Salvamos Puerto out the back.
This is the Portuguese
Uri.
going up and over for a nice roll. Getting his second wave. He needed a 6.42 to move into that second place and a 7.71 to take the lead. It's not looking like it's going to be either of those scores, but maybe replacing that 5 points that is his highest score at the time. And when he's still searching, he needs a 5.72. So not a big score, but not an easy score to get out there. It's going to be an above average for him. So he's going to have to go, and he's going to have to go broke on that last. We've got 12, 13 minutes left, so still lots of time for the guys to get another score down.
So what is your thing about going to a beach, a different location, a different venue? You go to warm waters, you go to cold waters during the entire tour. How do you prepare for wearing a wetsuit in the cold waters of here and the box and those spots, and then turning around and getting warm water? Do you actually practice in a wetsuit before coming to a cold water venue or anything in that?
Well, the last we just see Dallas having a look at this. Well, the last month or in a bit, I've been back at home and fortunate enough to, it's been a bit chilly, cold enough to wear a full wetsuit. But yeah, so I've been able to get the training in a full wetsuit, get that same feel, like the normal, natural feel as you go. And here's Eddie Sulani going up and over for big. Wow, how does he do that? Arias is going to suck him back. I don't think he's going to push through.
You saw his leg kick around and he pulled that off. Not your everyday bodyboarder is going to be able to pull off that move. He was actually going, his bottom turned lateral, and there was it was weird. Hopefully we can see that again.
Yeah, it was
wow, good job, cameraman.
Yes, Dallas Singh going up and over for a nice invert. So much control, so smooth. Just not more you can do on that wave, and a good wave for Dallas Singh. He's looking at dropping his 4.78, which I think it would make him solidify him in second place, actually, and I think the reason why Edo went for the Aries here, we see a replay.
Look at this thing. Full bottom turn and then just goes through the lip.
Throws his board and just follows with his body. And just, I don't know what
you see his leg right there. He put his leg down and just whipped him around in the whitewash.
Yeah, see, the thing is, if Edo went for a nice roll there, he wouldn't have betted his 5.63 and maybe changing it up with an Aries. He might have got a bit of a stronger lead there. And Dave and Real 11 look at that wave and deciding not to go. Wow. So we'll wait for Lars Dallas's drop. He has a little replay of Dallas's. Up. Tweaks it. Nicely. Flicks the leg out. Just showing the judges he's got full control of that wave.
Big shout out to Alex Leon, who's watching live in Australia. Look at this out the back. Oh my! Eder Luciano.
Better way for Eder Luciano, unfortunately getting stuck.
But that's not good. That is not a completed maneuver.
Yeah. Alex Leon, known as Drogba.
or the big prize.
The big prize.
Watch it with Chucky and Greer. And
Yeah, Chucky.
thank you guys for tuning in. Check this out. 9 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. We're trying to stay interactive with our viewers from all over the world, and we do have our IBA World Tour Facebook page up, rocking and rolling. If you haven't liked it, you got to do so. That's where you're going to get all the latest and greatest. We have 30,000 likes. We want to get that up to 450,000
By this afternoon?
Yeah, by tomorrow night. So shout out to Joao from Algarve, Portugal, Reda in Morocco, making a big appearance, a big showing here at the Sintra Portugal Pro. Bryce in Australia, James in Australia, and Yaniv in Coffs Coast,
Yes, Dave
Australia.
Winchester going up and over for a nice invert. Pulls it off. Keeping stuck on the wave, going up and over for a nice roll. That's going to probably smell a little bit of trouble for Dallas, who's currently in second place. The last scores have dropped for Dallas. It looked like it was a 5.88. So it did increase his second place position. But now waiting for Dave. Dave did need a 6.81. Bit of a high score. Hopefully we can get a bit of a replay from that last wave. Yeah, let's see what Dave gets for that one. It's going to be very interesting. So
Everybody's just chilling out right now with their pants and sweaters because it is a little nipply out there right now, but give it a couple hours and it's just going to get warm up. Unless the wind probably will keep it pretty cool throughout the day.
As long as there's a bit of onshore breeze, the water's not the warmest out here, so you get a bit of that fresh ocean breeze.
I love it. My body runs hot, so it's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. I mean, I know yesterday was one of the hottest days I've experienced here, and I'm staying about 2 kilometers away, and I walk out of my place that I'm staying, and cars are parked from way back up there. So it's a jam-packed beach, and I'm sure it's going to be jam-packed as the day goes up. Everyone's on holiday here, so they're just enjoying the European vacations.
Yeah, I think this is one of the last weekends of the summer here in Portugal, so everybody's trying to take full advantage of the sun rays coming down on Praia Grande and all the nearby beaches. And you know what? We're going to take advantage of it here too, because it's bringing us some waves.
Yeah, big time. Very fortunate to have a couple of lumps out the back here.
Rudy Stadler tuning in. Look at this, coming around the bottom. Uri Pereira going for a nice conservative roll on the outside right there. And that's all she wrote right there. Not much on that wave. But look at this, Dallas Singer out the back.
This is Dallas Singer eyeing out that end ball, going up, generating that speed in the pits
another
again.
Barrel.
Yeah, just not lining up that great in the bank. The swallows coming so straight, and if he came out of that cleanly with a move, it would have been rewarded with big scores. But unfortunately for Dallas, just pinching him on the head a bit. So we're still waiting for last of Dave to drop. It could change the whole situation. Stand by.
Yes, another look at Ryu's last wave. Nice little roll under the lip right there, but not much more happening after that.
And
So,
we do
yeah,
hear on the
give us an
loudspeaker that Dave Winchester's wave, I'll just have a replay and I'll give you an update. But yes, Dallas is driving through that barrel.
Look at all the speed he has right there.
Oh, he high-lined it, then went low to generate that speed, and unfortunately couldn't make it out. And this is live action of Dave Winchester going screaming down the beach, eyeing out for that end ball, and just gets a bag of lemons at the end. But the last of Dave's, he did need a 6.8, 6.68, and he got a 5.83. So unfortunately, just not enough for Dave Winnie, falling a point short of that. So as it stands in the moment with 5 and just above half a minute left, you can see the scores on your screen. Edo looking strong in first, Dallas in second, Winnie in third, and Rui holding down fourth place.
Round number 1, a non-elimination round, which means these riders, you're going to see all these riders again. You're only going to find out whether you're going to see them in round number 2 or round number 3 in the next 5 minutes. Top 2 riders in this heat and all the heats in round number 1 will advance on to round number 3, bypassing round number 2. You won't see those guys until tomorrow. But third and fourth go to round number 2. Here we are up and riding.
So the heat leader, Eddie Luciani, going up and over for a nice clean roll.
Nice. Wow. Can he pull that out in front of the whitewash to complete it? No. It looked like he gave up. Or
yeah, I don't think he knows that he's trying to replace a 5.63, and
yeah.
it's probably not the score that he's going to get. So pulls it out, get back out there, you have a go at it again. There's still some, still 4.5 minutes left, so it's not over. It's not over. It's definitely not over for Dave Winchester. Also, he only needs a 6.8. There you can see the current situation on your screen right now.
4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. The conditions are, it looks like a little stormy out there. Not too windy. The wind is coming from the northwest, and it's not too bad, but there's enough power behind the waves to still give it a little punch on the inside and some punch on the outside if you're in the right position. So for us, Mark McCarthy and myself, we're down for big and windy than small and glassy.
Yeah, anytime. Oh, this is going to be quite a big 3.5 minutes left for Dave Winchester. He's currently leading the rankings. He's going to want to get out of this and make sure that he moves into that non-elimination round that happens today and rather be in round 3 tomorrow. I think if Winnie gets better than a 5th, he'll probably secure the title here in Sintra. Similar to what was it Mars did a few years ago when he won the world title. He's been on a rampage, pretty similar to what Winnie's done this year. And could we see Winnie make it all the way to? I think he needs to make to the semi-finals this year, or in Sintra to certify that first place. So the pressure will be on him. Definitely, he'll be feeling the pressure from everyone. I know he's got his family down here. Ben is supporting him, but at the same time, Ben is also in the race.
Yep. And Mitch Rollins is in here. Opted to take this time to concentrate on his company Found Boards, his family-run board business, and he's going to take this time to get things situated, organized, and rocking, and then we will see him in Mexico.
Yeah, definitely. He'll be pumped and ready to go in Mexico. He will be missed over here in Sintra. I know there are a lot of Mitch fans.
A lot of Mitch fans. Same with Ryan Hardy. Ryan Hardy is not here as well. He's taking a small break, and we saw Guilherme take a break from the box event, and he came back charging in the next couple events. So it's not a bad thing to take a break. But just know that there's that one chance that you're just putting aside to help you in the long run.
Yeah, instead of having 4 shots of it, you only got 3.
Exactly. 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining. Look at that. All the riders are waiting on the outside, so anything is still possible. I mean, we're only looking for 7.51, 6.68, and a 6.0 for any situation changes to happen out in the water, and definitely doable. I mean, we've seen Eder Luciano, 7.08, one of the higher scores up there, 6.63 from Dallas Singer. Dallas Singer's barrel ride, I'm still processing that in my memory banks.
Yeah, it's good wave, and it's definitely his highest score. He got a 6.63 for that. Getting rewarded for the rare barrels out there, because it's not really barreling, and it's hard to find those kind of waves out there. So it's good to see they've been rewarded for it. And I'd like to see the judges being very generous today, just because the conditions aren't as clean and as good as yesterday. We mustn't hold back.
The cool thing about the judges is they've been consistent, and that seems to be, the #1 criteria what a lot of the riders expect from the judges, and they've been delivering. So, good job to the judges, and a shout out to the cameramen too. I mean, they're looking through these camera lens, these little viewfinders all day long, and towards the end of the day, they're looking into the sun. So, shout out to all the cameramen out the back.
Big head up to them. They've been. Without them, we were able to get these great angles we're giving to show you. So, wow, it's going to be 30 seconds left for Dave Winchester. Can he do it?
We are Rui Pereira in the black jersey looking for 7.51. Dave Winchester looking for 6.68 to move into those second place spots. Is it going to be enough time? 20 seconds. Sets coming in out the back. Again, this is non-elimination. You are going to see all these riders again Wow, Eder Luciano may have locked that one in.
It does seem like it. Does seem like Eder Luciano and Dallas Singer will be moving on to round number 3. And here's Winnie on his way in, riding. And that wave, yeah, that wave won't count for him. And unfortunately, Dave Winchester gets knocked down into
Wow.
round